Let's compare the fractions 2/8 and 5/8. You're trying to figure out which one is bigger. Now with a fraction, you've got two things to look at. You have the denominator and you have the numerator. The numerator refers to how many pieces you get. So if you picture like a chocolate bar, you get 2 pieces over here, 5 pieces over here. So that top number is how many pieces you're coloring in, how many pieces you get to eat, how many pieces we're talking about. And then the denominator is how many people you have to share with, or how many pieces that cake or cookie or candy bar is cut into. So if you have a big denominator like 8, that's actually not a good thing because it means you have to share with 8 people. So for example, let's say you have a chocolate bar, looks pretty good. And this is very important. When you're comparing fractions, the whole or the chocolate bar has to be the same. So you can see on left and right, they're the same size. Now, let's look at that 2/8. Since the denominator is 8, you need to cut this chocolate bar into 8 pieces. Imagine if you have to share with 8 people, they're actually going to be pretty small. So it doesn't really matter how many you get if they're pretty small, right? But hold on the right-hand side, the denominator is also 8, so that's actually pretty sweet because you're also cutting it into 8 pieces. So you can see that the pieces are actually the same size no matter what, because these two fractions have like denominators. When the fractions have like denominators, that means you're cutting both candy bars into the same amount of pieces. So 8, 8. And the pieces are going to be pretty small, but it's the same thing. This piece right here is the same as this piece right here. So it doesn't actually matter how many people you have to share with because it's the same, which means you really only have to look at the numerator. Would you rather have 2 pieces? 1, 2, or 5 pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, since the denominator is the same, you're just looking to see which fraction is bigger, and that's going to depend on how many pieces you get. So you can look at those two and see that 5/8 is greater than 2/8. Now, when you are doing your greater than, less than sign, I like to think of it like it's an alligator with teeth, really messy teeth, and it's going to eat the bigger fraction. Another way to think about it is like a Pac-Man. And the Pac-Man is going to eat the bigger fraction. Again, I know this is not very beautiful. So when you put it into the circle, you're going to make it so that the mouth is eating the bigger fraction, which in this case is 5/8.